I'm not going to sit around here talking to a pig-headed imbecile who thinks he knows what's best for me better than myself. Then maybe you should leave tomorrow morning. Maybe I will. Fine. Fine. Lettuce? Hello, hi. My name is Queen Morgana, and welcome back to Where Winter Crows Go. And this is the last episode. We're actually going to get through the last 3 days in this one episode. So grab your popcorn, grab your drinks, because it's going to be a fun one. Hopefully I don't get myself / Aspen murdered, but who knows? So I'm picking up exactly where we left off. So I'm assuming Aspen is waking up on day... what day is this? 4, 5, and 6? Yeah. This is day 4. So they're confused. Where? What is this place? Oh, wait, is my audio on? Sure wasn't. Okay. Let's go back. Very silly of me. What is this place? It's almost like... Hold on a second, am I dreaming? And what's with all the fog? Was the house on fire? Oh, nope, you're walking around. There's no floor, but I can walk just fine for some reason. Guess I'll keep walking. Aspen, were you drugged? Either drugged or hallucinating, or his unearthly influence is getting to you. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Yeah, I was about to say, how long are we going to be walking? Are you going to keep me walking in this smoggy maze until I'm 84? I look like a fucking idiot. If I'm supposed to learn a deep, dark secret or whatever, at least give me a sign. Fair enough. A different kind of sign. Fog is kind of overrated. Well. Oh wow, what's that? You hear in the distance? A crow?
Why are you still here?
Okay. There goes my theory about Crowe being the crow, which I kind of knew at the end of the last episode because the crow was up on a roof. So that's embarrassing. Excuse me? Are you gonna say all your own lies? Because I'd appreciate it.
Why are you still here?
Shout out to this voice actor. Why am I still here? Aspen is a little slow, so I'm not sure what the answer to that one is. Why am I like... I need a chair with wheels. What do you mean? What do you mean? What does he mean?
Why?
Aspen wants to be here, to be fair.
Why?
Stop! I did not catch that quick enough. I can't leave. I don't hate being here. Crowe is nice. I knew it. I'm not sure if that's because of my influence, but I knew Aspen ain't want to go nowhere. This isn't even a psychological... Aspen don't want to go. Really nice. I still miss my home though, but what can I do? The bus won't come until all the snow is removed. And with my luck, who's to say there won't be another snowstorm? I don't really have a choice right now. Trouble excuse. Sigh. Why am I talking to a crow? Did you not ask yourself why the crow's talking to you? The crow just spoke in a deep, seductive voice. Better voice than your man's. But hey, everybody, each their own. And you're worrying about why you're talking to the crow. You're walking through an endless fog, speaking to a talking crow. Not sure what I expected.
Cannot be trusted.
Us or Crow? Come again?
He cannot be trusted.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Does it have anything to do with the fact that you're some type of demon bird thing?
He cannot be trusted. He cannot be trusted. He cannot be trusted. He cannot be trusted. Lies. All lies.
Oh, wow. What a beautiful nightmare. Funny picture, wardrobe, cozy bed, the wooden texture of the walls. I'm awake. I'm finally awake. God, I covered my face in my hands. What the hell was that dream? Did that really happen? Like, actually? Well, shit. I wiped my forehead with the back of my hand. Ugh, I'm all sweaty. Sigh. Better take a shower. Is this your first time taking a shower? He better not pop up while we're in the shower. Whew, I really needed that. I can't believe I actually managed to sleep through breakfast. Again. Even after seeing the weird bird and all. It looked just like the one from yesterday. Did crows always have red eyes? Okay, now you're catching on. Now you're a few days late, but at least you're catching on. Aspen? Yeah? Oh, thank God. I went to wake you up, but you weren't in your room. So I thought maybe I would find you here. Sorry, I wanted to take a shower. You didn't hear the shower? Did you need to use the bathroom? I'm almost done changing.
Don't worry about it.
I just wanted to let you know lunch is almost ready. Awesome. Not gonna lie, I'm actually looking forward to it. I really love your cooking. It puts crack in it, bro. Bro? Sorry, you just caught me off guard. Just say the whole sentence at that point, Crowe.
Thank you.
I'm so glad to hear that.
I wouldn't mind cooking for you for the rest of my life.
Okay. What? Girl, Aspen's, their hearing is worse than mine. Like, that's crazy. You didn't catch that? Nothing, just talking to myself. I'll wait for you in the living room. Okay. Crowe's footsteps get farther away until the sounds fade into the distance. Well, thankfully, it's not awkward between us anymore, I think. Whatever. After getting dressed and drying my hair with the towel, I make my way to the living room. Less than 5 minutes later, Crowe arrives with the usual food tray and places it on the table. All done. What we eating today? Help yourself, Snowflake. Oh, is that, beef stew? The comforting smell of stew makes its way up to my nose. I haven't made, you know what? I haven't made a pot roast in a while. I should make that. It's filled with veggies, meat, rosemary, and mouth-watering broth. Time to dig in. Oh my gosh, what is this? It's so chewy and rich. You've never had pot roast before? I've never had this type of meat before. Crowe? There are correct answers as to what this better be. It's venison. Okay. Isn't venison very, tough? Well, I guess since he's slow cooked it, I'm assuming slow cooked. It's probably tender. Venison? Holy. Okay, gotta be honest here. Never thought venison meat was something I'd try. I've never tried it, but I'm not opposed to it. Ever. And yet here we are. And yet here we are indeed. Do you like it? Oh, hell yeah.
Excellent.
Venison stew isn't uncommon. I mean, I don't eat venison. My family really doesn't. But like, if I was with a trusted household, because you can't eat everybody cooking, you know, and they was like, I'm making venison, I'd eat it. I chew and savor every mouthful of stew until only a few drops are left. But we don't waste food in Aspen land, so I dip a piece of bread and clean the rest of the bowl with it. Fair enough. Not mad at it. What we do with the pot roast in my house, we don't eat it with bread, but we eat it with rice. So we cook a pot of rice and then put the stew on top of it. So then that thing that they just did with the soaking up the bread, like soaking up the last bit of it with the bread, it soaks into the rice and it's so good. You really don't miss, huh? Everything was great as always. It's my pleasure. Besides, you always look so happy when you eat my food. It makes it all worth it. Oh God, seriously? That's a bit embarrassing. But I guess it's no wonder. Good food does make me smile. Indeed. You got something on your mind? What is it? Don't tell me I have food on my face, don't I? No, it's... I grab a napkin from the food tray and vigorously wipe my mouth. Did I get it? Crowe doesn't answer. He brings a hand to my cheek instead. If you kiss Aspen right now, I'm cutting off the game. We're not going to finish the series. Slap his hand. Release me. Hold his hand when it reaches your cheek. Stay still and close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Is there an option to stay still and keep your eyes open? Hold his hand. I'm trying to think, like we're not gonna do like this. Hold. Wait, how do hands work? Let's just go with this one. I'd tell you to buy me dinner first, but you've already cooked for me several times. Whoa! Get a load of them. I didn't know we were, that guy. Okay, Crowe. No, I wasn't. He quickly removes his hand. You just had an eyelash under your eye. No, you wanted to kiss Aspen. It's okay. Right. It's true, see? Crowe shows me his thumb in a panic. Relax, dude. I was just kidding. Or was I? You were not. You're not the only one who can tease, you know? Of course. Cutie. Anyway, I actually wanted to ask you something, Crowe. Do you think we can go outside again today? I know it's not that early anymore, but I have to make sure I properly store everything we harvested yesterday. It's important that it's well preserved so it lasts longer. Oh, you mean the chaga and the pine needles? Precisely. Though it's a shame we couldn't find any wintergreen berries after all. In any case, why don't you help me? I'll teach you how to make chaga powder. And if you want, I can show you how to make one of my herbal medicines too. Also, I was very skeptical about the chaga tea because I saw red oil sleeping at the top. But I googled it. Chaga is in fact a real mushroom. It does in fact grow on trees. And it is in fact a tea that you can make and or purchase. And it does have a red hue. So I'm sure that the reddish things I saw was just the artist making it known that this was not a like a typical brown tea, like a English black tea or something like that. Yeah, I was so skeptical that I Googled. What do you say? Why is he avoiding the question? You're not leaving this house. He could have just said it'll get dark soon and we can go outside tomorrow. But he suddenly changed the subject. Aspen? Fine. I'll concede. For now. But you bet your ass I'll ask again, Crow Boy. Oh, wow, nicknames. You're not calling him Crow Boy. Say it to his face, Aspen. I can be very persistent when I want to. Sure. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Sure, let's do it. Sounds like fun. That's the face of a man who's about to drug you, bro.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Let's get the chaga from the kitchen, shall we? Okay. Crowe opens one of the upper cabinets, take out a coffee grinder, and puts it on the counter. Wait, we're not going to use a mortar and pestle? That's not a bad guess, actually. We're definitely going to use it for making the herbal medicine later. For the powder, though, chaga mushroom is a bit lumpy and much too big for a mortar, so we'll use a grinder instead. Oh, that makes sense. Once we both wash up, we use our hands to break the chaga into small pieces so that they fit better inside the grinder. Okay. And thus, the powder is born. This is so cool. I'm glad you're having fun. What should we do with the pine needles?
Don't worry about it.
I made sure to put a couple of bags in the freezer yesterday. The rest are being dried on a piece of cloth, but it'll take a few days, so... And why did he say he needed to store the pine needles if he had already... You know what? Forget it. Let's just see where this goes. Sure. We can make the medicine,
Indeed.
right? What are we making? You're about to make your own drug, Aspen. I think a poultice would be great. It's pretty easy to make and only needs a few ingredients. Oh, that's like a skin remedy, isn't it? Okay. Is it? Yes, exactly. I don't trust that. The kitchen counter is a bit small for us both, though. We should take everything to the living room. The kitchen counter is a bit small for us both. Boy, just move the dish rack to somewhere else. Scooch the pot over. It's more than enough for y'all. Maybe it depends on how many pine noodles they got. Interesting. Sure thing. Also, kitchens like this usually have a table scooched in the corner somewhere. I'm surprised there's no like a dining table or like a breakfast table, whatever, like tucked away in the corner. Crowe grabs a handful of herbs, a roundish container with clay powder, and a knife, which I take the mortar and pestle, a cup of boiling water, and a small bottle of lavender oil.
Alrighty.
Let's start with the herbs. With incredible precision, Crowe wastes no time in cutting all the leaves. It reminds me of whenever he cuts veggies for the meal he prepares. I was about to say, oh. When he's done, he puts them inside the mortar. I love my little mortar and pestle. I need to get a bigger one. Okay, put some water on top of the herbs. How's this?
Excellent.
Excellent. Crowe's hand makes a semicircular motions. Why can't I read? Crowe's hand makes semicircular motions as he keeps grinding the wet leaves for several minutes. At some point, he asked me to add a few drops of lavender oil and a teaspoon of clay powder into the mixture. The final result is a green and creamy paste similar to pesto sauce. Oh, I love pesto. He spent a couple of hours making a number of poultices, creams, and ointments so that there's a hefty reserve in case of emergencies. So why did he run out of all of this stuff before? Well, I guess he needs it for you, because you're not going anywhere. I give Crowe the last of the empty containers, and he pours the herbal ointment inside it with the help of his pestle. All done. All done. Thanks for lending a hand. No worries, it was an interesting learning experience. Wonderful. Like a kitten who just woke up from a long nap, Crowe stretches his limbs for a few seconds, then starts putting all the dirty dishes away, including those from today's lunch. Oh, I interrupt myself when I notice the window. Is the Crowe in there? It's already dark. Sorry, did you say something? I was a bit distracted putting everything on the tray. Crowe, do you think we can go outside tomorrow? And please don't avoid my question like you did this afternoon. Why? Huh? We just went yesterday, didn't we? And harvested plenty of things at that. I don't see why we should do it again if we don't need to. I mean, it did take a while to find the chaga mushroom and walking towards the side of the forest and that walking towards the side of the forest that had non-poisonous pine needle trees. But I don't think we really harvested that much. Still, he's probably going to make another excuse if I point this out. I need a different approach. Look, if this is about your car, it's not. Well, it's not only about my car. Apart from plants, you also study animals, don't you? Yes. I want to do that too. You see, I happened to see a crow yesterday. Oh? For a moment, I swear I see his right eye twitch. Crow? Who's the crow? What'd you do to the crow, Crow? But it's so quick and imperceptible that it's as if it never happened. Okay, and what about it? God, he's really not budging, is he? I can't help but feel that Crow is important. But let's not mention it had red eyes, just in case. Okay, Aspen, take a moment. Collect yourself. Really think about your next words and your next thoughts. Have you noticed that the red-eyed crow is just... I'm pointing at my screen. Y'all can't see my hand. It looks pretty similar to the red-eyed man named Crowe. Hear me out. Hear me out. What does that make you think of, Aspen? Come on, you can do it. It reminded me that you're researching their habitats and stuff. Oh my goodness. Can we go out in the morning to see if we can find any crows? Staying inside all the time is starting to feel suffocating. Okay, good plan. Plus, it was you who said there are things we have to see for ourselves, right? Look, Aspen. I know that's what I said a few days ago, but it's not that simple. The weather here is really unpredictable this time of year. In fact, it's extremely likely that there will be another blizzard soon. You can still go outside, just don't go far. What? In the meantime, I can give you a book on crows if you want to learn more about them. How do you know that there'll be another blizzard? You don't have radio, you don't have like a meteorologist, you ain't getting the daily newspaper with the weather reports, you ain't got TV. And if you're feeling suffocated, I can always open one of the windows, but we really shouldn't be going outside. Open a window? We can't even go to the front yard?
It's not safe.
You're not safe. He cannot be trusted. I'll still have to go back home eventually. Oh. Whoa. Aspen, you probably should have kept that an inside thought. The moment those words come out of my mouth, his expression pulls a 180.
Why are you so persistent?
Not funny. Scary moment. Oh, hold up.
Do you really want to freeze to death? Is that it?
Why was that kind of on beat?
Are you that stupid?
Okay, stepping outside for a second's not gonna kill me. Why are you screaming at me though? Hold on. Why are you screaming at me? Oh no. Oh no, you did it. It's the middle of the night and I can't be loud. I'm glad that Aspen did not immediately back down. I hate when they make you play as main characters that back down. Don't back down. Now wait a goddamn minute here, you fucking lettuce. Lettuce? Who the hell do you think you are? I'm someone who knows the dangers and implications of what you want to do.
Someone with fucking common sense! Something that you clearly don't have!
Gonna burst into tears. What? Fuck this. Hold on. My eye. Oh, that was way too funny. Okay, okay. Fuck this. Fuck you. I'm not going to sit around here talking to a pig-headed imbecile who thinks he knows what's best for me better than myself. Then maybe you should leave tomorrow morning. Maybe I will. Fine. Fine. Lettuce? With the conversation clearly over, I storm off all the way to my room. Ugh, he makes me so angry. I scream into the bed pillow and kick my legs on the mattress. Were you grounded, bro? It's not your parent. You don't have to like swing in midair and curse them like under your breath. What the hell is his problem? He can't tell me what to do. I'm a fucking adult. He doesn't owe me. It's this Bad Girls Club music playing in the background. Like I feel like I'm watching Baddies East or something like. And I do have common sense. You actually don't. I've been saying this since day one. I've been saying this since the prologue. You don't have common sense. Probably. Okay. Sigh. I can't deny that he did seem worried, but why won't he tell me anything? Bro, what are you hiding? Could have squeezed this into the previous episode. Day 5. All right. We're in the latter half. How we doing, Aspen? Morning already, huh? I yawn and stretch out my limbs. I didn't even change my clothes to go to sleep yesterday. The fight must have exhausted me. It was barely an argument. Still don't think the crux of what I was saying was wrong, and if Crowe reacted like that, then he really is hiding something. But, well, it could be worse. If he wanted me to murder me, I think he would have done so already. Well, you'd be surprised, but he doesn't want to do that. Unless he secretly liked the witch from Hansel and Gretel. Yeah, let's not think about that. Anyway, good or bad, I don't want to jump to conclusions before actually knowing what the heck is going on. And for that, I need more information. You're leaving. You don't need to know anything. Just leave. Once I change my clothes, I go wash up in the bathroom. I make sure to splash my face with a good amount of water. I need to be fully awake for once. Ironically, though, this morning is the earliest I've been awake since forever. Crowe could still be sleeping. I doubt it. Should I make breakfast for once? Sure, why not? I kind of want to see his reaction. Crowe's not here. Okay, he's definitely sleeping then. This man is getting your bunker ready, bro, so he's about to lock you up forever. Well, I guess it's cooking time. Alright, it's done. Mission complete. Once I finish cleaning everything up, I look at my creation placed upon a couple of ceramic plates. I don't think I'm a bad cook. Well, maybe decent is more accurate, but it's been a while since I made these. Hope they're edible, at least. What'd you make? Be honest, I'd like to investigate the cabin a bit more, but I shouldn't take any unnecessary risk right now. Crowe could wake up at any moment. And no matter how hospitable he is, there's a difference between making yourself at home and snooping around for clues. There is. He's not an idiot, and perceptive to boot. I shake my head and look in the direction of the kitchen door. Time to go look for him. Okay, since he didn't come to the kitchen yet, he must be washing... They saw you! He's talking to the crow. He's talking to the crow. Crow? That came from the living room, didn't it? Who is he talking to? Did he not hear you or smell the food? What? As quietly as possible, I tiptoe across the hallway until I am right next to the living room's entrance. The voices are definitely coming from the other side. I gulp. My hand touches the handle ever so gently and begins to open the door. The window's open. Ooh, a crow. That's unusual. Wait, what the? Is that a crow? I wonder if there's a way I can... That's why I keep telling you to leave it all to me.
What's the point if you show yourself? It makes everything more complicated.
I knew these two were connected somehow. So my original theory of Crow being the crow from like the first couple of episodes was already proven wrong in the previous episode. Because the crow and Crow were in the same place at the same time and now they're speaking, so I do know that they're connected some way, somehow. Aspen isn't stupid. They already suspect something strange is going on.
I would not have made an appearance if you weren't taking so long. This is the first time this has happened.
Is Crow... Sorry. Is human Crow here in this random house in the middle of the woods to get, like, sacrifices or some type of food? And he just didn't expect to fall in love with or like Aspen as much as he does, so he wants to make her at home and make her happy. Well, he said he was talking about like for the rest of his life. I don't know. Is he looking for like a wife or something? I don't know. So clearly, I think he was supposed to do something to Aspen and didn't. So this Crow was like, you're taking too long, blah, 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 blah. And it's because Crow fell in love with Aspen.
At this rate, I'm going to have to visit their dreams again.
Okay, so there is some type of magic happening here.
What the hell did you just say?
This is beautiful. His face twists into a deep glare, one I've never seen before.
Again? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Did I stutter?
Whoever wrote the script really ate. This is fantastic.
Tell me one reason why I shouldn't kill you.
I don't think you can.
Because of the blood pact.
I knew it! Magical! It's magic. Okay, so there is... I'm throwing the ball. I'm not necessarily hitting mid-mark, but at least I'm hitting the target. You're lucky you look like that. Okay, so the bird Crow has a different form. And if it wasn't the bird form, Crow would have done something. Probably hit him. Aspen, you dumb... What was that noise? Shit. I step away faster than a freaking blue hedgehog. These damn... These damn creaky wooden doors. No think, only run. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Please tell me I didn't completely screw up just now. Aspen? Okay, you've got this. Act natural. Okay. You're gonna have to really pull it together. Crow enters the kitchen and approaches me. Crow, buddy, fancy seeing you here. Aspen, you're an idiot. Fancy seeing you here? What the fuck am I talking about? This is his home. Of course he would be here. I mean, good morning. Good morning. Tell me now. You might. This is the complete opposite of acting natural. Quick, find something to get me out of this awkward conversation. The food on the table. I spot my culinary creation not that far from me. Oh, right. That's why I went to look for him in the first place. I made breakfast. Huh? What? I grab one of the plates and show it to him. They're not as good as yours, so don't set your expectations so high. Pancakes? Yeah, hopefully they taste okay. I was going to use honey at first, but I've seen you eat lots of fruit these days, so I thought I'd change it up a little and use cranberry jam instead. Okay. I mean, I've never had cranberry pancakes, and I've certainly never had jam on pancakes. I mean, jam and syrup are very similar, so I'm sure it tastes fine. Did you get up early to make these for me? Something like that? Oh man, he's really not letting you go now. They're playing the mood music, bro. He's about to... I'm not a family channel. Can I say he's gonna fuck her in the kitchen? He might not fuck him in the kitchen. But the way he's looking after seeing them pancakes, he just might. Can I try them? Well, there's 2 plates, so. Crowe picks up a fork and cuts a little piece. Wow, they're so good. Really? Yes. You're just saying that. I'm not. Did you try them? Not yet. Try your food when you eat it. Crowe cuts another piece and puts the fork in my mouth. I didn't expect him to feed me himself. Wait, why am I getting embarrassed by this? I'm not a high school anime girl. You're pretty damn close, to be honest.
Hmm?
Well, it's good. Isn't it? Not as good as his pancakes, though. I was expecting the rest of that sentence to be something crazy. I'll make some mint tea to go with these. Why don't you wait for me in the living room? I guess the Crow he was talking to already left. Sure. I'm about to head out when Crow touches my shoulder. Also, I'd like to talk about what happened yesterday. Would that be okay with you? Yes, I want to talk to you too. You're welcome. See you in a bit then. I nod and turn around. Why don't y'all just walk in together, each holding your own plate? The window's closed again. I move towards it and try to open it. It won't budge. Either this is locked or my arms are too damn weak. I do think that the Crow and Crowe know that it was Aspen who was there. It's one thing to dream about a bird speaking to you. It's another thing entirely to have that same bird confirm they appeared in your dream and also speak to the man whose house you're in as well. I'm not delusional. Something supernatural is clearly going on here. I called it. But what exactly? Ghosts? Demons? Something else entirely? Sigh. As I've done a few times already these past few days, I take a look at Crowe's collection of books. I don't see the red one I took a glance at the other day. Crowe must have moved it to his room to keep working on it. Or to prevent you from looking at something about you that you don't necessarily need to see. Maybe to hide it from me as well. Who knows at this point. Sorry to keep you waiting. No, it's all right. Crowe places the usual tray on the wooden table. Soon enough, we both sit down in our respective seats and start eating. Even though we're sitting in the same places as before, Crowe always chooses that one seat sofa. It feels like we're farther apart than ever. The pancakes might have helped a little, but I guess things are still pretty awkward. Well, it's no wonder with our fight yesterday, and that's not even counting what I witnessed just a few minutes ago. Did he really not notice I was eavesdropping? I'm scared to look up. What if things don't get better? I'm sorry. Shock! A man apologized first? I went too far yesterday. It wasn't right. You even went as far as to make breakfast for us and all. To be honest, I'm feeling really ashamed right now. I panicked, and before I could stop myself, I ended up saying hurtful things. Hope you can forgive me, Aspen. I'm sorry too. For the record, your lettuce hair is rad as hell. That's kind of funny. Thank you for apologizing, Crowe. I can't say I wasn't mad, but I didn't fare much better, honestly. I'm sorry too. Also, for the record, I think your lettuce hair is rad as hell. Lettuce hair? Aspen! You should see your face. I mean it, though.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, did I just choose a flirty route? What did I just do? Oh Lord. If you only trusted me enough to tell me what's bothering you, too. By the way, I thought about what you said last night. Do you think you could wait a little longer? I promise we'll go outside again to forage, study animals, whatever you wish, truly. The fact that you want to know more about nature, that you're interested in my research, it fills me with joy more than I thought it would. But the weather really is unpredictable this time of year. I thought it'd let up sooner, however, there's still a very high probability that another blizzard will strike down between today and tomorrow. Oh. And that's not even taking into account the scant few hours of light we get. Winter days are already short, but in this area, they're even shorter. I just want to make sure you're safe. There it is again, being safe. Crowe is trying to protect us from the Crow or potentially any other beings that want to get Aspen for some reason. So Crowe was supposed to use Aspen for something or give them to someone or something like that. Instead, fell in love with them and doesn't want to take them outside because, you know, they'll probably end up in the hands of the actual Crowe, who is growing impatient. And maybe the darkness has something to do with it. Between all the snow and it'd be hard to find people in it to begin with. Once it gets dark, it's probably even more difficult. That plus, you know, if Aspen gets trapped out there trying to find their way to safety, their car is already broken down. If it gets too cold, they're not going to be able to run anywhere, especially if they get injured. Just like last time, they wandered around for a bit and passed out right when Crowe opened his door. So Crowe, I'm not saying Crowe's in the right, but he is making some pretty... He's not making good arguments because he's not talking about anything, but I think I understand a bit more about why he's not just being clingy for clingy's sake. He's not being a yandere for yandere's sake. Not completely, he still is. But at the very least, his protection, quote unquote, that he's trying to keep over Aspen is genuine. If Aspen leaves this house, who knows what the Crowe or any other beings could do to Aspen. Because Crows, unless that's just the being that, unless whatever he formed a blood pact with, which I'm assuming is some type of demon or familiar or something, unless that it comes in sets of one and it just happens to choose that form to take, there's usually more than one Crow in an area. At least like a nice little murder of them. I almost said a gaggle, different word. Safe from what? Because it sure doesn't feel like he's only talking about the blizzard. Then the bus won't be available till the day after tomorrow? Or won't be available the day after tomorrow? I'm sorry. He doesn't say anything else. I'm not sure what to say either. What is there to say? I can't even contact anyone because there's no reception, let alone internet. You can still contact police if you wanted to, probably. Is there really nothing I can do? No, there is something. Crowe, do you think you can lend me that book you told me about yesterday? Yesterday? Oh, you mean the book on crows? That's the one. Of course, but are you okay? Can't say I am, no, but I'm honestly pretty shocked right now. What am I saying? Of course you're not fine. That was a stupid question. Still, moping about it won't help me, so I'd like to use this time to learn something instead. You're seriously amazing. What? Nothing. Let me get you that book. All right. Crowe walks towards the bookshelf and takes out a grayish hardcover without hesitation. He wasn't kidding when he said he could tell them apart. Here you go, Snowflake. I hope you find it interesting. Oh, don't worry, I will. Thank you. I hug the book close to my chest, then make a slight face and bend over, bringing a hand to my stomach. What? Aspen? Oh God, are you all right? Do you feel sick? I guess I'm not feeling too hot. Sorry, I think I'll rest in my room for the day. Of course. Do you need any medicine? No, I'm okay. I just need to take it easy. All right. Please tell me if you need anything, okay? I will. Thank you, Crowe. What was in that cranberry jam? I know they're probably faking. Okay, I think that went well. I hope. Yeah, I knew there was faking to get out of this. As soon as I take off my shoes and climb onto the bed and make myself comfortable, I put the book on my lap and turn the first page. A study on crows, intelligent, adaptable, and self-aware. It's time to learn about crows. Corvus, an especially well-known genus composed of medium to large-sized birds, which make up a third of the species of the Corvidae family. The most commonly known include ravens, rooks, and crows. Yes. While 133 species of Corvidae have been discovered to this day, only around 49 are included in the Corvus taxonomy. Going even further than that, there are approximately 36 of these species which belong to the crow family alone. Holy 36? Wow, I didn't think there were this many variants. Crows are passerine songbirds, which are generally black in color, although exceptions have been witnessed when it comes to different species. This also applies to their sizes as well as the color of their eyes. Huh. Interesting. The next several pages contain a detailed classification of the 30-something species of crows up to date. These include their scientific names and a group of several drawings, most probably drawn by Crowe himself, portraying their appearance. Black eyes, white eyes. Come on, there's gotta be one with Here. White-necked crow. Overall appearance is black with white feathers on the base of their necks, though rarely visible. Their eyes are a distinctive crimson red. No, this isn't it. Yeah, you need a book about like demonology or familiars, like something that's not scientific, because he's not dealing strictly in scientific means with that crow. This isn't it at all. It's completely different from the one I saw that day and the one in my dream. Exactly. If anything, the most similar of them has to be the carrion crow, but those have black eyes. Is it a new species then? Did you not hear the words blood pact or what? Or is it not even a crow? You're getting closer. There's no other way. To get the answers I want, to get the answers I need, I have to go outside. No, you need the book, like the original book, not this one. You don't need to go outside. I get it though, because if I was in their predicament, I'd also want to go outside. Day 6. All right. Final day, final day. Boy, I hope I don't die. Whatever route I get, I hope it's not the murder one. If there's a murder one, I feel like there could be worse fates. 6:30 a.m. I put my phone back in my... What? I put my phone back in my jacket's pocket. Last once over. Backpack? Check. Water bottle and snacks? Check. Knife? Check. Gloves? I slip one of my thumbs out of the warm cover, enveloping my hands, and caress the wool fabric. Check. Okay. I have everything. Thank God I asked Crowe yesterday to open this window a little bit so I could get some fresh air during dinner. Now I know how this damn thing works. Can't leave through the front door after all. He probably has keys in his room and I'm not risking waking him up. Honestly, I wish I could have left from my room's window, but that fucking thing is sturdier than a rock. You don't need keys to go out to leave a room. To leave a house, at least. The keys are meant to lock things out, not keep things in. Well, actually, if Crowe's doing what I think he's doing, which is sacrificing people and like luring them in, he probably does have the type of lock, the type of door where the key, you need a key to get in and out. Mistakes were made. Alright, let's do this. Better be quick. Why are you making so much noise? Oh, that's the window. Nailed it. No time to dawdle, though. I've only got a few hours until it gets dark again. First things first, I need to find my car. It's so quiet. Yeah. Too quiet. I can't help but feel some kind of unsettling presence in the air. That's what I was saying earlier on day 1, or the prologue, I mean. My voice hates this game. But that's what I was saying during the prologue, that I'm not sure how it is during snow, because I don't live in an area that gets snow really. But typically there is still usually signs of life during the winter, or at least there are where I live, because it doesn't get extremely, extremely snowy cold. Actually, I've seen snow a few times. Have I seen birds and stuff flying around? I think I have. Yeah. I've definitely seen things flying around during the snow. But I'm not sure if that's just because of where I live or like a common thing. What? I hear something that doesn't sound like outdoor noises. Am I being too paranoid? I mean, the background, like, it's not music, but the ambient sound has birds in it. How much longer until I find at least something that feels... What? How much longer until I find at least something? This feels too much like the first day I got here. There really isn't anything but snow and big-ass trees. Here we go. Oh, your car's gone. Oh no, your car's here. The moment I arrive near the road, I spot a white metallic sheen that's all too familiar for me to mistake it. That's what I was saying when Crowe was like, oh, you're not gonna see it, there's too much snow. You still see a giant thing of snow, right? My car. What? Did you just slip and fall? What the fuck? What was that? Okay. Was that a bird? Oh no, we're being taken. We went too far. The house has a protection around it. We went too far. The house has a protection around it. We went too far. I try approaching my car a second time for good measure, but the moment my foot gets near the wheels, I'm sent flying to the ground once again. Oh, never mind. He put a, oh, he put like a force field or a spell or something around your car. You physically can't touch it. Wow. Okay. I actually was not expecting that. Okay. What the hell is going on? I'm invested. Okay. Careful now. Unlike the first two attempts, I only try to put a hand near whatever the hell is preventing me from reaching my wheeled companion. I don't fall this time, but there's definitely something there. Something like a force field of some sort. This man found your car probably while you were asleep, if Crowe sleeps. I'm not even sure if they sleep, if he sleeps, but either him or the actual Crowe knew that you would be trying to come to find this car and put a force field around it, like some type of spell, because they don't want you to leave. And there's nothing close enough for you to walk to, so they know that that's your only choice. Either die outside or get took by whatever Crowe is, whatever the Crowe is, or Crowe by extension, I don't know. Or go back to Crowe. Well, if anything, this proves that there's paranormal things at play even more. I crouch down to hug my knees and bury my head between them. What do I do? What can I do? How the hell do you defeat the supernatural? I should look for that Crowe. Even though my eyes are still closed, I shut them even tighter and squeeze my arms with my nails. Like a silly ritual to brace myself. You're gonna open them and someone's gonna be there? Huh? Yep. Once I'm back on my feet, I spot an odd line in the snow between my feet and the car. A line I hadn't noticed before. What the? Is this the line of the force field? I glance both to my left and my right. The trail in the snow keeps going farther and farther. Guess there's no way around it. Okay, so it's not just the car, it's okay. Step by step, I follow the line until not that far from where I'm walking. A reddish stain brings me to a dead stop. Reddish, you say? Is that dirt? No, it's too red to be dirt. I move faster. Then I see it. Uh-oh, what horrors are we about to see? This wasn't here before. Is that animal blood? A strange symbol is carved in the snow. Interesting. Perhaps a snowflake, perhaps a star being pierced by arrows. What about this eye makes you think that this is something just like cutesy like that? It's disturbing all the same. The center looks like an open eye. The hue that's ingrained in its lines make them look like veins. It's unmistakable. It's unsettling. And it chills me to my core. I would say ruin it. I wouldn't touch it, to be honest. Blood. You screamed. The mysterious Crowe flaps his wings and lands right in front of me, putting itself between me and the symbol. He stares at me. He stares so deeply into my eyes that I feel a shiver coming.
You can't leave.
Yeah, I figured that one out 5 minutes ago, Crowe. Oh, really? Yeah, I kind of... Aspen's a dumbass, but we think the same. They just don't do the actions I would do, but in terms of our thoughts, a third of the time, we're on the same exact page. This is really funny. This is what I like to say, but this isn't the time to be sarcastic. Yeah, make that an inside thought. Inside thoughts and outside thoughts are very important. Why? The Crowe glances at the symbol, then back at me. Why do you think, Aspen? He won't let you. I don't need to ask him who he's talking about. Still, this bird is no saint either, if he even is a bird at all. Crowe seemed to imply that he looked like one. I also haven't forgotten what he told Crowe yesterday.
He's a liar.
He's a liar. Why? He pauses, considers my question for a moment. Then he plucks the feathers on his back, or pretends to do so. The Crowe's eyes are on that symbol yet again.
There is something he hopes to achieve.
I see. The Crowe looks puzzled when I open my backpack. Don't know if this will work, but it's the best I've got. I hope there's at least some bird instinct inside of him. If If you tell me where he's hiding, I'll give you this one whole granola bar.
Are you mocking me, human?
You know what? I wouldn't go for it because I'd assume he doesn't have bird instincts. But it's not of all, of all the plans, and with very few options as Aspen has, not the worst plan. Human, eh?
You think I would fall for such a stupid bribe?
I actually thought he would. A bribe? Perish the thought. Yes, this is a fucking bribe, but you better fucking fall for it, you cryptic crooked beak. I can see the granola bars reflected in his eyes. He's tempted. Very tempted. But not entirely convinced. Oh, come on, don't get your feathers in a twist. I'm just sharing a snack with a very smart bird who warned me about imminent danger is all.
One is not enough.
You want both? This fucking... You know what? If someone was trying to bribe me with food, I'd also ask for double at that point. Okay, I'll give you both granola bars. Happy now? Without answering, the crow pulls out the bars from my hands with vigor that he tears my glove. Not the glove. The sting in my palm makes me bring my hand close to my face. Bigger, stupid bird tore my skin. God, it's like you've never eaten before. When I look back at him, he's already licking the crumbs from his beak. And not just the crumbs. A small drop of my blood seems to have made it into his mouth as well.
Still not enough.
I knew it! You're meant to be sacrificed. You wants your blood. What did you just say? He turns his neck in my direction. I gulp and step back. Behind the cabin.
Go further beyond the cabin, then head straight. You will find your answers there.
Wait. Jeez, you... Huh? The symbol's gone. Why does that make me uneasy? Can't say I fully trust the bird either, but I don't have any other leads. Yeah. There it is again. What is this feeling? Potentially the feeling of being watched? Or knowing that an end is near? It's as if someone or something was watching me. You are being watched. Probably by Crowe himself. Or the Crowe. Or something else. Damn, it's getting darker. There's a bunch of clouds too. Okay, I was about to say, is it getting dark? But I'm also a little colorblind. So I didn't know if it was like just me or what. Okay. I should hurry up. Crouching down as much as possible in order to avoid the windows. Better to be safe than sorry. I move forward in slow but steady steps until the cabin is far enough for me to walk at a quicker pace. Oh. What the heck is this? Oh. This is a destroyed... Are these all barns or is this a small little village? Let's see. There's a lantern and it's completely wooden, which leads me to believe it's not modern. Because that's the type of lantern you gotta light by hand. There's like a guy who's hired back in the day who had like a little, like a thing on a stick that had fire in. And so back before street lamps and lanterns were like electric, there's someone whose literal job it was, or multiple people's literal job it was, to walk around and light the lamps at when it starts to get dark. Huge mass of decayed wood surrounds the area. Everything is gloomy. Hushed. It reminds me of the village from Resident Evil Village. When you first enter the village at the beginning of the game, because it's in the process of being destroyed essentially, it looks decrepit. It looks like they're stuck in like the 1700s, which they kind of are mentally, and the world around them as well. Disturbing. Small decrepit houses that look like they haven't been inhabited in decades. Traces of what was a wide-ranging crop farm. Okay, it was farming. I thought so. Eerie, soulless, obscure. Abandoned. I'm not sure if this upbeat, lo-fi, absolute banger is an appropriate sound choice for this section. The light has gone. A ghost town. The thing behind Crowe's log cabin is a literal ghost town. Pretty much impossible to let go of the shock and utter disbelief I'm feeling right now, but my eyes start adjusting to the scene nonetheless. Wait, is Crowe back here? What I initially thought was a piece of broken wood from one of the vacant houses now starts to look more and more like a crooked sign. Though the words are somewhat faded, no wonder the sign is pretty much ancient. They are still distinguishable. Let's see what it says. Is it the town that you were looking for? Important notice. Okay, I thought there was going to be some crazy twist where where's she trying to head to? Frost Peak Town or something? Wasn't actually real, and that whole scenario of Aspen finding like the ad for it. I don't even know how they found it, but like it's not real and it lures in people who want to come. Important notice. Danger zone, do not enter. Due to a long bout of unpredicted winter weather, this area has been closed off to the public. So there are no more farms around. So him being like, oh yeah, there's a few farms scattered around here and there, blah, blah, blah. But because the winters are so bad, there's like, the public can't even stay here. By unanimous decision of the Sidarian government, an agricultural and urban expansion has been approved in order to migrate the farmsteads from the village formerly known as Leda Spring, now Winter Hollow, to the town of Veritas Falls. So Winter Hollow, migrate the farmsteads from the village. The Winter Hollow doesn't even exist anymore. That's where Crowe said he was from, right? And Veritas Falls is where I keep saying she because we're playing them, but where the Aspen was heading. We apologize for the inconvenience. Thank you for understanding. So this town, Winter Hollow, that he said he was from, hasn't even existed in decades. So Crowe is far older than he lets on. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. How the flying fuck did I end up in a place like this? Is this a demon zone? Hell? Is Crowe even human? Did the red eyes upon his irises not give that away? Did I piss someone off in a past life or something? Probably. Uh-oh. You've got to be shitting me. If I speak too soon one more time, I swear I'm gonna punch myself repeatedly. Thank the fucking heavens that it's so close by. Demon, vampire, alien, whatever the hell, I'll die frozen now if I don't get in that cabin ASAP. Dignity and Plan B can wait. I run as hard as I can and head to the outside of the living room window. I wonder... Goodness. Okay. I thought that Aspen's reactions to Crowe were based off of my decisions for a little bit. I couldn't tell if... I knew Crowe would probably act differently around Aspen, but I wondered if Aspen's thoughts, the way Aspen thought of Crowe would change as well. But I don't think that's the case. I think Aspen's just different from me, right? A little bit of a hopeless romantic and falls for certain things. But then now this is something that they can't ignore. They can't force themselves to be naive about because it's right in their face. And then, you know, that sense of danger and fight or flight is kicked in. I'm prepared this time. I'm not going to pass out in the snowstorm. Is Crowe waiting there like a disappointed mother? The current state of air is so strong that I almost fall face first into the room. I go inside, and once I manage to make the window panes meet, I lay my whole weight into the glass. Just a little more. Crowe's gonna tie you up, bro. Pants. Finally. Damn you, strong-ass wind. Where's Crowe? Probably out there looking for you.
I told you a blizzard was coming.
You know, sometimes in life, you have to endure the storm yourself.
I told you again and again.
You did.
I told you.
And I'm fine. Look, you came in through the window and everything.
And you didn't listen!
Oh boy. Crowe grasps my wrist and pins me against the wall. Okay, don't. The song choices are... I like the music, don't get me wrong, but I feel like the past couple of times they've played has been very, you know, not good choices for what's happening.
Why? Why don't you ever listen to me?
Okay. Well, could we have that conversation with you not pinning me against the wall? I don't know what you're about to do.
Why
to
are
me.
you so desperate to go outside?
Cause you're weird, bro. What do you mean?
Have I not
why?
been kind to you? Fed you?
Okay, Mother Gothel, calm
Given
down.
you a place to stay? Why? Why do you want to leave me so bad?
Wow. Wow. He grasped me even tighter. You're hurting me.
Oh, I'm hurting you?
But you are physically holding me against the wall, so yes. Okay.
That's rich. Fantastic. Just great. What about when you left without saying anything?
I mean, we came back.
What about when you fucking lied to my face, thinking I wouldn't notice?
Yeah, I knew he knew the whole time.
How do you think that made me feel?
Like a little frustrated, you know?
I'm hurting you?
But we're scared. You're a stranger, bro.
What about what you've done to me?
Okay. This is... Aspen, if you fall for this terrible attempted gaslighting, you're gonna stay here. I'm gonna replay the game and make sure you stay here.
What about what I feel?
What about me?
Really not enough? Do you hate me that much?
I mean, I do when you pin me against the wall and scream at me. That's not nice.
Answer me! What
You
do
know,
I have to do for you to stay?
What do you mean answer you? Let me speak. I can feel his hands trembling on my wrists. I release myself from his grasp and take a few steps back. I thought you were pinned to the wall. Crowe. A relationship shouldn't be built on lies. Stop trying to manipulate me. I want you to trust me. Well, Aspen themselves did say that they wanted to stay, and it wasn't until their lies and stuff were revealed where they were just kind of taken aback. I don't think Aspen wants to leave. Normally in the games like this, in real life situation, I would absolutely do my best to make sure that Aspen, aka myself, left and left this person behind. If not, we killed them. However, I don't think Aspen wants to leave. Aspen themselves admitted to such as well. You know, I think Aspen just wanted some transparency, right? I understand why Crowe is hesitant to be transparent, but I think that's what Aspen wants. So, relationships shouldn't be built on lies, or I want you to trust me. This one, I guess? You said I lied to you before, didn't you? Well, I'll cut to the chase. You're right, I did lie. But so have you. You lied to me many, many times. About Winter Hollow being an inhabited village. It is an inhabited village. No one's there. And a bus driver coming by. About what the real danger I'm facing in this place is. Because I think it's less about the weather and more about the chit-chat from a certain talking bird. Crowe, relationships shouldn't be built on lies. If you really truly care about me, tell me what's going on. I need to think. Oh, that went far better than I thought it would, to be honest. Honestly, so do I. I take off my jacket and carry it on my arm. He didn't seem too worried about me leaving alone just now. Well, not like I can leave anyway with this hellish snowstorm outside. Sigh. I'd better head to my room. There's about to be a bird in here. Guess not. The symbol I saw today. The crow with red eyes. Crowe himself. There's no doubt about it. The key to leaving Winter Hollow is connected to these three. And I'll have to confront this situation head on if I want to escape. Whatever happens, I will find a way out. I will survive. Did the game just end? There's 7 days? I thought there were... I thought there were 6. Oh, day 7 must just be... Okay. I think I had days 1 through 6 to make my decisions and influence the ending. I think day 7 is the ending. Okay. Bye. Anyone who says sleep is for the weak doesn't know the pain of insomnia. Girl, who you telling? I'm glad I could get 4 hours at least, especially with everything that's happened. Supernatural or not, Crowe definitely has a few red flags. I'm not stupid. You're not stupid, but you're a little slow. The red flags are blaring at you from day 1. There's no denying he's suffering as well, and okay, yep, see, Aspen don't even want to leave. And the same can be said for me. Listen, if you want to suffer with him, just be true to yourself, sister. I'll let you stay. Maybe that's why I feel so connected to him in spite of everything else. We're both hurting. This is... Did I choose a bad route? I'm not sure if Aspen is just like this or if they got emotionally manipulated, but I think Aspen just thinks like this generally. And honestly, Crowe hasn't, besides like lying, but the lying was kind of to protect him. He doesn't hurt him. I don't know. Aspen can stay. Honestly, of all the yanderes, this is probably the best yandere option. We both want good company, someone we could be ourselves with. And I just can't forget how happy he looked that night when he told me he wasn't lonely anymore. I think the reason why I dropped the plate was because deep inside I felt the same. I feel the same. I'm not sure if I did this, but yeah, Aspen, this is about where you were headed. But we can't ignore this really big ass elephant in the room, can we? This place does something to you. Something that's not quite right. And it's not just the supernatural. Being isolated from the whole world for a long time isn't healthy. I can't help Crowe with all he's dealing with. I have my own demons to fight. But I can at least help him get out of here. Oh, I was not expecting that. Okay, fair enough. I have to talk to him now. I don't think Crowe can leave. I think Crowe's tied to whatever that thing is and is tied to this area. Without wasting another moment, I head to the cabin's hallway. It's earlier than usual, but Crowe should have woken up by now. I'll try the kitchen first. Try his bedroom first. He's not here. That's odd. Did he go to the living room? Not here either. Maybe he's taking a shower. Did something happen to him? Why do I feel so uneasy? I give my cheeks a few slaps. Stop overthinking, Aspen. This is not the time. No, I'm kind of nervous. maybe I'm really bad at decision-making games. See, his jacket's right there. Let's go to his room first. He could just be sleeping. I take a few steps forward and stop right in front of his door. Crowe, are you awake? Silence. One more time. Crowe? Oh, actually not a bad room. Oh, he has a picture of a crow up above his bed. That's healthy. For the first time since I came here, I finally get a glimpse of Crowe's room. It's packed with books, research papers, and even cupboards full of jars. With jars full of medicine, plants, and what looks to be herbal creams. It has the same type of wooden walls that I've become familiar with throughout this week. And the easel lying against the window suggests Crowe must be the one who made all the paintings in the cabin, including the ones in my room. Oh, those are paintings? I thought those are photographs. These are good paintings. I sit on the mattress to take a closer look at the painted crow and snowdrop flowers. His art skills are amazing. I bet he drew the crows from the book he lent me too. He's not here either. Then he must be... Huh? My foot hits something under the bed. Lord. I crouch and take what looks to be another one of his paintings. Is it you? This? What lies on the canvas is none other than me. I saw that one coming. Crowe. I feel my eyes watering, but I don't let the tears fall just yet. Okay, what type of tears are these? I put the canvas back under the bed. When I stand up straight once again, I notice an open book on top of the light table. A book with a red cover. I was so focused on the painting that I didn't notice. Isn't this the one I skimmed a few days ago? Crowe must have brought it back here. He did say it wasn't finished yet. Okay, the Red Scavenger's Blood Pack. Okay, finally. I see, so that's what the red-eyed crow is called. Rule number 1, you must not tamper with the sacred symbol nor the force field. Doing so will result in your death. Okay, so not destroying it was the best plan. I said that too. Well, I'm alive, so this must only apply to the person the pact affects. You didn't tamper with it though, did you? I did get a bit thrown around though. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think you actually tampered with it. I think you ran into the force field, but you didn't tamper with the seal. Rule 2. You must provide human offerings to the scavengers at every full moon once their satiety satiety of the previous offering subsides. Okay, I knew we were supposed to be sacrificed. Okay. So there's more than one crow then. And I was right about there being more than one crow. There's never one crow. I'm so smart. You shan't let any scavengers perish from lack of offerings. The responsibility to keep them fed lies upon you. Failure to do so will result in your death. I'm almost surprised that they did this with crows. If they were going to take the whole blood pack scavenger offering route, I feel like they should have gone with like a vulture of sorts, because they eat dead things. A vulture, like other birds, well, not a bird of prey, but like, you know what I mean? I mean, a crow works as creepy, but I feel like a vulture would have fit just nicely. Number 4, you must not harm the Red King. Doing so will break the pact, but also result in your death. Oh. So if we kill the Red King, all the creepy stuff that kept us trapped here will be over, and we can go, but he'll die. Or do these rules apply to Crow specifically? Can Aspen... I think Aspen has a loophole with these, because Aspen's not Crow. Aspen doesn't have the pact with the Red King, or any of the crows. Oh my fucking god. Don't tell me I have to leave now. Oh, is he leaving to go kill the crows so that Aspen could leave? After putting on my jacket and gloves, I head towards the cabin's front door. I inspect the blue fabric first. No. My heart beats faster. I feel like I can't breathe. This isn't the jacket he always wears. How could I have been so stupid? It's Crowe. Of course he would pull something like this. Although I know it's futile, I grab the handle and pull with all my strength. Fuck. Fuck. No, don't panic. Let's try the living room window. Probably do better smashing the window open at this point. Ugh. Okay. Won't fucking budge. I go through all the rooms, I go through all the windows, but no matter how hard I pull, no matter how hard I try, not a single one of them opens. I kick the front door. God damn it. What do I do now? What the fuck do I do? At this rate, Crowe he'll feel my eyes watering again. Only this time my knees give up and I crumple to the floor. Crowe. Oh, we have a crying guy. I forgot what it's called. Picture. I cry. I sob. I wail. Unable to compose myself. Unable to muffle my screams. He's gonna die. You're worried about him? I mean, I knew they would be. You're gonna die. He's gonna die and I can't do anything to stop it. What is... I looked down at where I just stepped. When I'd fallen to my knees earlier, I'd accidentally moved the edge of the carpet. I step on the floor once again. Hidden entrance? It sounds hollow. Ah, basement. Is this what I think it is? Oh, there's a lab down there. Or is that where he does sacrifices? Holy shit. It's a pantry. Pantry in a motherfucking basement. Sigh. Of course Crowe would have this. I wondered, does it have another door? Guess so. Guess it did. I thought there was going to be art for the pantry. I guess this answers my question. Okay, time to go. For real. Pant. The more I run, the more feathers and blood I see scattered on the snow. Oh, okay. He's just going on a murder spree. Pant. Several scavengers. Vulnerable. Exposed. Lifeless. I guess the pack didn't say they couldn't perish in other ways. Still, this is too much. When I arrive, Crowe is holding a knife in his hand. The red-eyed bird stares at him without so much as blinking. You are making a grave mistake. On the contrary, I should have done this a while ago. Because I'm done with their fucking bullshit, Rory. That's his name? That's a terrible demon name. Rory? I don't even, do I know how to pronounce the letter R? Rory? Bro! What? What are you doing here? What? What do you mean, what am I doing here? I've been looking for you everywhere. And you shouldn't have. You're supposed to stay in the cabin. God, why do you have to be so stubborn? It's all meaningless if you... I'm not about to wail this at the top of my lungs. Shut up. Just shut up already. I've had it with your lies, your evasive answers, and your extreme ways to keep me safe. You never tell me anything. Did my words yesterday mean nothing
No.
to you? No, you always do what you think is best for me, but not once have you stopped to consider what I'd say, have you? Feel my eyes sting. Oh no, Crowe is great. Crowe is perfect. Of course he knows what's best for little old Aspen. Okay. It's been a week, Aspen. Calm down. My vision starts to get blurry. Surely Aspen won't mind. Surely Aspen would appreciate it. It's for their sake after all. Another teardrop threatens to roll down my cheek. I hide my face in my hands. Fuck. As another teardrop threatens to roll down my cheek, I held... What? Fuck. Aspen. Please tell me something. What would you dying even accomplish? You'd be set free. And how is sacrificing yourself going to set me free? Crowe didn't answer. I don't want that. I really don't want that. That's not how you solve problems. He still doesn't answer. Instead, he clenches his fist. There's this word. I'm sure you're familiar with it, seeing how you're so knowledgeable. I start getting closer. If you say love and this has like an anime pro tag moment, I'm gonna be sick. But perhaps I need to remind you of it. And closer. Because I have this teeny tiny suspicion that the meaning might have slipped your mind. And closer. It's called fucking communication. Okay, much better. Thought she was gonna say love. Until I'm at the close enough distance to hug him with all my might. Aspen. His hands fidget in the air. I'm really sorry. You're right. You're right about everything. Is he about to plunge this knife into us? It's just, when I thought about you, what they might do to you, I completely lost it. Why did you keep it to yourself? Why indeed? Because you just met this person a week ago and you were going to keep them against their will regardless, but you also had the crazy stuff of like these demon crow things that you serve coming after everybody. I don't know. I guess it's a reflex at this point. A reflex?
I'm so used to handling things myself that I just never thought you would care enough to trust me.
Well, we just met. How much trust did you expect? Aspen's giving you far more trust than anyone else would give.
You're different from anyone I've ever met. And I don't think you would have rejected me entirely, but I
was scared. He doesn't need to say it out loud. His whole demeanor is proof enough. This crow that you're about to stab, is it just watching this happen, or? I squeeze Crowe's back. Although he still doesn't hug me, I feel his hands touching my shoulders.
Sorry, I'm such a mess.
Yeah, you are. I don't think I've ever met someone with as many red and green flags as him. You are a mess. Yes. But so am I. Just as I can't fix you, you can't fix me either. I look him in the eye. But we can try to heal together, one step at a time. Aspen. Look, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself here. I know we haven't known each other much for that long. I know it, and yet I haven't felt as close to another person as I felt with you. Maybe it's cheesy to say this, but these past few days I feel like we formed a connection. I love you, Crowe. Whatever. I need you here, alive. Let's figure this out together. Please. Okay. There's no more hesitation when I felt his arms wrap around my back. Okay, Aspen. Really? After a small pause, Crowe pulls back gently. He brings his hands to my face and wipes a tear from my cheek.
Cross my heart and hope to die.
Am I about to see blood just splatter on my screen?
Well, maybe not the die part.
I laugh. He starts leaning in. I close my eyes and feel his lips press into mine. Okay. We smile and touch our foreheads together.
Are you quite done yet?
I was about to say... I was saying... The crow sitting there watching you have a lover's quarrel. Like if someone was holding me at like knife point about to stab me, then his lover came in and they had this whole dramatic reunion and their first kiss and admitted that they loved each other and needed to communicate better. And I'm just sitting there twiddling my thumbs. Doc, why are you... Oh my god, I forgot he was here. Y'all are both stupid, bro. Yes, we are done. Good. Now, what is it you intend to do after you cease your murdering spree? So you finally are done then. And what of you, human? You never even cared to heed my warnings. I think the word you're looking for is manipulation. See it now, what you were trying to do. You wanted to keep me out of the house so I could die in the blizzard. Then the next day, Crowe would find me and be completely devastated, finish the contract himself, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Irony.
You know my words about him being a liar were the truth, though. Do you not?
Oh yeah, 100%.
He still provided us with human offerings. He probably intended to do the same with you at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perhaps he did not need to kill them himself, seeing as the snowstorms did the work for him, but he still prepared the meat.
The meat in that bowl of soup. I made a joke that I hoped it wasn't human. Crowe, I swear. I think back to the past few days. Crowe's lies, Crowe's evasiveness when talking about certain topics, his research, his adamant behavior to keep me safe, his hesitant and painful gaze. You didn't think back to these blazing red eyes and this sharp tooth of his? The feeling of being watched, the eternal winter, the abandoned village, the blood pact itself. Eternal winter? Eternal? Yes, Rory. Yes, I know. And seeing how the amount of people coming to this area was getting lower and lower, you both must have been desperate. Do I think it was right? No. No, I don't. But I think back again. The warmth of Crowe's food, the way his eyes twinkle when he's happy, the way his cheeks blush when he's feeling shy, the way he smiles at me. That is something for him and I to talk about and solve ourselves. So it's none of your fucking business. Rory pauses for a moment before answering. Quite the feisty one, are you not? We can agree on that at least. Indeed. He better not have a human form and then this turns into like a weird polyamorous relationship. So I'm sure that fanfiction exists somewhere, but I'm hoping that's not the case here. Most likely isn't. Not gonna lie, Rory, I kind of expected more backlash. Don't crows usually care about what happens to their flock? Perhaps. They're not actual crows though. But as I'm sure you've noticed, I am no crow. At least not entirely.
While I indeed cared for my brothers and sisters, what's done is done. Partaking in a battle I can't win would be a waste of my time and their memory.
So Crowe is stronger than the actual crows, but it's the pact that gives them some type of levity over Crowe. Why did Crowe sign this pact? Yes, I understand where he's coming from, but where does that leave Crowe and me? What will you do now? Rory sighs and gazes at one of the nearby trees.
There's no point in me remaining in Winter Hollow. It does not provide as many offerings anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't even exist anymore.
Therefore, I think it is time for me to migrate to a different area altogether.
Yeah, because the things you were feeding on aren't available anymore, so you have to migrate. See, my ramblings from the first episode came full circle. He turns back to us once again.
Bird, demon, or human, one has to learn to adapt.
So, no more partial migration?
No more partial migration. Wait a second, what about the blood pact? The symbol, the force field? It will all be nullified the moment I take flight. Did I get a good ending? Hold on, I'm so good at this. Will that hurt Crowe? I hold Crowe's hand and interlock his fingers with mine. He squeezes back. It will not kill him if that's what you're afraid of. I breathe a sigh of relief. However, he will still have to suffer the consequences of his actions. A deal with the demon is no joke. Once the pact is nullified, it will remove whatever he gained from it. I think you probably have an idea of what that is, do you not? I feel Crowe's gaze on me. It glows red. Wait, what did he just say? Let me go back. Whatever he removed will gain from it. Is that us? Or his life? I don't know. I don't know what that is. It glows red. Or is it his eyes? Charming yet mysterious, and I can't look away. His red eyes. the end of the game. It's the end of the game. There were a few times when I was outside the cabin and you weren't with me that I felt someone's presence, someone watching me. That was you, wasn't it? Yes, I knew it was. That is correct. Does that mean his eyes will go back to the way they were before? Or will he become blind? Not completely blind. I will only be able to see red. What? Well, black and white and red to be more specific. Okay, that's not that bad. That's an extreme version of colorblindness, but not terrible. A bit ironic if you think about it. Still, it's the price to pay for messing with the supernatural. But you won't be able to see nature in the same way ever again. You can see your hair, though. Don't worry, Aspen. I'm fine with it. Really. Alright. I think that his obsession with nature was stemming from this pact, because he had nothing else around him except to study nature. But if this pact is broken and he begins to experience other things, he will miss out on colors and things like that, but he'll have the opportunity to form new hobbies and likes with you. That's not all he will lose. What? There's more? What other thing did he ask for? Knowledge.
Knowledge about nature.
You signed a pact to get knowledge about nature? That's the worst deal. That's a terrible deal. What? But even
Mind
Aspen
you,
agrees.
not what I can learn myself from books and my own observation. But, as you know, there is a limit to what one can learn from this alone.
Okay.
It will never compare to what it's like to receive information directly from the source.
Oh, was he able to, like, look and study things and get far, far, far more information than what any, like, scientific device or amount of research by a human can get? Information that no human could possibly achieve by regular means. Okay, fair enough. I revoked my statement, kind of. You're really willing to give all that away? He won't remember it? He looks surprised for a second, but almost immediately his expression changes to that of a
Don't
smile.
worry about it. Besides, don't you think it's more exciting to discover new things and have all sorts of experiences?
I do. I'm going to quit my job. I saw that one coming. Honestly, that was my advice in episode 1.
Really?
Yes. I'm going to quit my job and do something I really want to do with my life. Maybe move to a different neighborhood or a new area even. Will you come with me? Crowe caresses the back of my hand with his thumb.
Always.
Tightening the grip on our hands, we take one last glance at Rory, the former Red King, before he takes off. A cerulean blue hue paints the sky and makes it seem rejuvenated. No clouds, no gray, just a touch of the breeze. Oh, this was an eternal winter area. Okay. I think I missed that somewhere, but I'm glad the sun is back. Gorgeous. But is it really the same if the sky... Is it really the same sky if the people who look at it have changed? Yes, it is. What do the birds who migrate think about when flying in its currents? Destination and not dying. What do they feel as they follow the wind that will take them to a new home? I don't know. Perhaps we are not so different from animals. There will always be uncertainty in the decisions we make. There will always be a gnawing feeling of dread. But it is in those times when having someone by your side, someone who can share your true self with, will remind you of one very important thing. You are not alone. You are never alone. Yeah, okay. I really like the game. That was cute. It was sweet. Oh, this is cute. All the moments in black and white. Oh, hold up. I don't think this is going in the video, but I'll try. All right, congratulations. Pri and your homies, everyone involved in this did such an amazing job. This is a really good game. I don't relate to this MC as much as I relate to other MCs from like otome games and yandere games and things like that. But honestly, I don't mind. Aspen is really funny, even if we don't agree or have the same taste in men or agree on how we handle certain situations. Honestly, I don't see this ending. I'm pretty sure this is the best ending. But after recording this, I'll go check out somebody else's videos and see some of the other options. But I think this was the only real option Aspen could have taken. The other ones, there's no way there's like a better ending than this, or like the one where Crowe dies or their sacrifice, or whatever happens, it was meant to be. You know, like sometimes in games like this, the good ending isn't necessarily the true ending. I feel like this is a pretty true ending. Like, you know, when Aspen was introduced and they talked about, you know, all of the depression that they were dealing with and feeling stuck and stagnant at their job and feeling so alone, having someone who, you know, meeting someone who experienced that just on a more extreme level, essentially, who also felt stuck at their job in a different way, right? He's stuck essentially killing people for eternity or however long he's been alive and all that. So having them get together, move back to the city where Aspen quits their job, maybe Crowe could get a certification or do something to have some type of income, and Aspen can follow whatever their dreams are and they can be together. I think this makes sense. I think they're people who really and truly understand each other, and they just make a really good couple. Honestly, don't have much else to say. This is the ending. This is the type of ending I wanted. I was not expecting anything about a Red King or anything like that. I knew that there had to have been some type of supernatural stuff going on. I just didn't know how it was going to come into play. I would have liked a tiny bit more exposition on why he felt the need to get that knowledge, but I guess it's not important. Sometimes people make spur-of-the-moment decisions, and you know, it turns out that it's not even worth it, right? Like, just because I wouldn't make a pact with a demon, no way, but if I were to, I wouldn't ask for knowledge about nature specifically, but if that's something that was really important to him, I could see why he would, I suppose. And me, Snowflake, the player. Yes, this was amazing. I actually really did enjoy myself. Well, so if you have any recommendations for any other games like this or any other games at all, feel free to leave them in the comments. I would love to see what you guys think, especially, oh, a sweet ending. Oh, I'd love to see what you guys think. And if you have any other recommendations for games similar to this, or any other games in general, I'd love to hear. I'd also really like to know what y'all thought about Crowe and like all this bird demon stuff, his murder spree, the whole thing with Aspen and them. I don't know. I really like hearing y'all's thoughts, especially in like story-driven games like this. So let me know. But thank you all so much for watching. I really enjoyed this series. I can't wait to see what I do next, so I haven't decided quite yet. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!